Have you ever had a moment where you thought, why do I feel so overwhelmed? For no clear reason. Maybe you've noticed mood swings that seem to come out of nowhere, anxiety that wasn't there before, irritability over small things, or even brain fog and emotional exhaustion that makes everyday tasks feel heavier than usual. If you're over 40, you're not imagining this, and you're definitely not alone. What many women aren't told is that hormonal changes don't just affect the body, they directly affect the brain, mood, and emotional balance. Hormones like estrogen and progesterone play a much bigger role than most people realize. They influence key brain chemicals such as serotonin, which helps stabilize mood, dopamine, which affects motivation and pleasure, and cortisol, which controls your stress response. As these hormones begin to fluctuate during perimenopause and menopause, the brain can become more sensitive to stress. Mood regulation may feel less stable. Emotional reactions can feel stronger or more sudden. And things that used to feel manageable may now feel overwhelming. This is why many women notice patterns like increased anxiety or restlessness, mood swings or irritability, low mood or lack of motivation, difficulty concentrating, brain fog, and a general sense of emotional fatigue. It's important to understand that these are not personality changes. They are physiological responses to shifting hormones and brain chemistry. The encouraging part is that there are very practical ways to support your mental health during this transition. One of the most powerful foundations is stabilizing your daily routine. Your brain functions best with consistency. When sleep, meals, and daily rhythms are irregular, your stress response becomes more active. A simple, steady structure to your day can help regulate your internal clock and support more stable mood patterns. Sleep also plays a major role. Hormonal changes can disrupt sleep quality, and poor sleep can then worsen anxiety, irritability, and brain fog. Creating a calming nighttime routine, reducing screen exposure before bed, and keeping a consistent sleep schedule can make a noticeable difference over time. Nutrition is another key factor. Your brain depends on a steady supply of nutrients to regulate mood. Protein supports neurotransmitter production, healthy fats support brain function, and complex carbohydrates help maintain steady energy levels. When blood sugar is unstable, mood swings and irritability often become more pronounced, so balanced meals can directly support emotional stability. Stress management becomes especially important during this stage of life. The body may become more sensitive to stress hormones, which means even small pressures can feel amplified. Simple practices like slow, deep breathing for a few minutes, gentle movements such as walking or stretching, and journaling to release thoughts can help calm the nervous system and reduce emotional intensity. Movement itself is also powerful for mental health. Regular physical activity supports the release of mood-enhancing chemicals, reduces anxiety, and improves sleep quality. This doesn't have to mean intense workouts. Even light, consistent movement is enough to create meaningful changes over time. Another important layer is emotional awareness. Instead of pushing feelings away, it helps to gently notice them. Asking yourself what you are feeling, what may have triggered it, and what you might need in that moment creates space between emotion and reaction. This can reduce overwhelm and improve emotional clarity. Connection also matters more than many people realize. Isolation can make emotional symptoms feel heavier, while supportive relationships help regulate stress and improve resilience. Even small, meaningful conversations or moments of connection can make a difference. And sometimes the most important step is recognizing when support is needed. If emotional symptoms feel persistent, overwhelming, or difficult to manage, speaking with a healthcare provider or mental health professional is not an overreaction. It is a proactive way to take care of yourself. This stage of life often brings a combination of hormonal shifts, increased responsibilities, and emotional and physical changes all at once. Without support, it can feel confusing or overwhelming. But with understanding and the right tools, it can also become a time of greater self-awareness, emotional strength, and personal growth. What you are experiencing has a real biological basis. It is not in your imagination, and it is not something you have to simply push through without support. Your mental health is deeply connected to your hormones, your lifestyle, and your daily habits. And while you may not be able to control every hormonal shift, you can absolutely support your brain and body in ways that make this transition more manageable. At Leap 2, Better Health, the focus is on helping women over 40 understand these changes clearly and build realistic habits that support both emotional and physical well being. If this helped you feel more understood, you can share your thoughts below on what emotional changes you've noticed. And stay connected for more science backed guidance designed specifically for midlife women.